Do you lie awake at night, staring at the ceiling, unable to drift off no matter how exhausted you feel? Are you over 60 and struggling to sleep, waking up groggy, too tired to enjoy your morning walk, play with your grandkids, or even attend your beloved church gatherings? I'm Dr. James, with 30 years at Mayo Clinic, and I've got a chilling truth. 5 foods you're eating might be silently stealing your sleep, fueling insomnia that could shorten your years by increasing risks of heart disease, falls, and more. In this video, we'll uncover these culprits and reveal 5 sleep-soothing foods to help you wake up refreshed. From a common drink to a dinner staple, these foods could be your hidden enemies. Stick with me. The last one's the sneakiest, and you're likely eating it daily without knowing its harm. Let's get you sleeping deeply again, starting tonight, so you can live longer and fuller. Sleep isn't just a luxury. It's a lifeline for your health and longevity, especially after 60. As we age, our bodies produce less melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep, making it harder to fall and stay asleep. Mayo Clinic reports that 40% of seniors struggle with insomnia, leading to daytime fatigue, irritability, and a 20% higher risk of falls due to poor balance. Even more alarming, chronic sleep loss increases the risk of heart disease, stroke, and depression, potentially shortening your life. The National Sleep Foundation found that seniors sleeping less than 6 hours a night have a 15% higher mortality risk over a decade. Insomnia can indeed steal your years. Diet plays a critical role. Certain foods disrupt melatonin, spike blood sugar, or cause digestive issues, keeping you awake. Many of you, like @LukeBell2Urijawa, crave energy, while @HopefulHeart15 seeks connection. I'm here with solutions. Avoiding these 5 foods and adding sleep-friendly options can calm your body, reduce stress, and help you rest deeply. Let's start with a common drink that's a major sleep disruptor. First up is a drink many of us enjoy daily without a second thought: caffeine, found in coffee, tea, soda, or even chocolate. You might sip a cup of coffee in the afternoon to stay alert for your book club, or enjoy a piece of dark chocolate as a treat after dinner, thinking it's harmless. But caffeine is a stimulant that blocks adenosine, a chemical that builds up during the day to make you feel sleepy, keeping you wired when you should be winding down for bed. It lingers in your system for up to 8 hours, disrupting your deep sleep cycles, which are crucial for physical and mental restoration. A study from the National Sleep Foundation found that seniors consuming caffeine after 2 p.m. have a 30% higher risk of insomnia, leading to restless nights and groggy mornings that sap your energy for the day ahead. Even worse, poor sleep from caffeine can increase stress hormones like cortisol, raising your risk of heart disease, a silent threat that could shorten your years. I saw this with Mrs. Linda, a 65-year-old patient who loved her afternoon coffee to stay awake for her weekly book club meetings, where she cherished discussing novels with friends. But she couldn't fall asleep until midnight, waking up too tired to enjoy her morning walks with her husband, a ritual that kept her connected and active. She feared her exhaustion would lead to a fall, a risk she couldn't ignore after a friend's accident. Once she switched to drinking decaf coffee after noon, her sleep improved dramatically. She was drifting off by 10 p.m., waking up refreshed, and back to her walks, feeling vibrant and safe. To avoid caffeine's sleep-stealing effects, try switching to herbal teas like chamomile or peppermint, which are naturally caffeine-free and have calming properties that promote relaxation. Chamomile, for instance, contains apigenin, a compound that binds to receptors in your brain, reducing anxiety and helping you fall asleep faster. These teas are affordable, often under $5 for a box, and widely available at any grocery store. You can also sip warm water with a slice of lemon if you prefer a simpler option. It's hydrating and gentle on your stomach, preparing your body for rest. By cutting out caffeine after lunch, you'll allow your body to wind down naturally, helping you fall asleep faster and wake up ready to tackle your day, whether it's gardening, attending church, or simply enjoying a quiet cup of tea with a loved one. Keep a box of chamomile tea in your pantry. It's a small change that can make a big difference in your sleep quality, ensuring you're well-rested to live your fullest life. Next, let's discuss spicy foods like hot peppers, chili, or spicy sauces, which you might enjoy as part of your dinner routine, especially if you love a bit of heat in your meals. Spicy foods can irritate your stomach lining, leading to acid reflux or heartburn, which often worsens when you lie down to sleep, causing discomfort that keeps you awake. They also raise your core body temperature, making it harder for your body to cool down, a critical step for signaling your brain that it's time to rest. The Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine found that eating spicy meals within 3 hours of bedtime increases wakefulness by 25% in seniors, disrupting sleep quality and leaving you groggy the next day. Poor sleep from this discomfort can also elevate stress levels, increasing your risk of high blood pressure, a precursor to heart disease that could shorten your lifespan. I had a patient, Mr. Robert, who was 68 and loved his spicy chili dinners, a recipe he'd perfected over years and often shared at family gatherings where he'd tell stories of his youth. But every night after eating it, he'd toss and turn with heartburn, unable to sleep, waking up too exhausted to join his bowling league, a hobby that kept him active and connected with friends. He feared his fatigue would lead to a fall on the lanes, a risk he couldn't take after hearing about a friend's injury. Once he started eating milder meals at night, like steamed vegetables with a sprinkle of herbs, his heartburn disappeared, and he was sleeping through the night, back to bowling strikes with energy and laughter. To avoid spicy foods' sleep-disrupting effects, opt for soothing dinner options, like steamed broccoli, carrots, or zucchini, seasoned with mild herbs like basil or thyme instead of chili. These vegetables are gentle on your stomach, promoting relaxation, and they're budget-friendly. Frozen options often cost less than $2 a bag and are just as nutritious. You can also try a small bowl of oatmeal with a drizzle of honey before bed. Its complex carbs help produce serotonin, a calming brain chemical that eases you into sleep. By steering clear of spicy foods in the evening, you'll reduce nighttime discomfort, helping you drift off faster and wake up refreshed, ready to enjoy your morning walk, attend a church service, or spend quality time with your family. Keep a bag of frozen veggies in your freezer. They're an easy, affordable way to ensure your dinners support restful sleep, keeping you active and engaged for the years ahead. The third food to avoid is sugary snacks. Now, like cookies, candies, or ice cream, which you might turn to as a late-night treat to unwind after a long day. While they might taste comforting, sugary snacks cause a rapid spike in your blood sugar, giving you a burst of energy that keeps you awake when you should be relaxing, followed by a crash that disrupts your sleep cycle, midnight. This roller coaster effect stimulates your brain, making it harder to fall asleep, and can even wake you up as your body tries to stabilize your blood sugar. A study from the American Academy of Sleep Medicine found that high-sugar diets increase nighttime awakenings by 20% in seniors, leading to fragmented sleep that leaves you groggy and irritable the next day. Over time, poor sleep from sugar can increase stress hormones, raising your risk of depression and heart disease, conditions that could steal precious years from your life. I saw this with Mrs. Carroll, a 70-year-old patient who loved her nightly ice cream ritual while watching her favorite TV shows, a habit that reminded her of evenings spent with her late husband. But she'd wake up every few hours, unable to get back to sleep, leaving her too tired to join her knitting club the next day, a group that kept her connected and joyful after her loss. She worried her exhaustion would isolate her further, a fear shared by many, like At Hopeful Heart, Chapter 59, who craved connection. Once she swapped her ice cream for a handful of berries, her sleep improved. She was sleeping through the night, waking up refreshed, and back to knitting scarves with her friends, feeling part of a community again. Berries, like blueberries or raspberries, are low in sugar and rich in antioxidants, which help calm your brain and promote rest by reducing oxidative stress. They're also high in fiber, which stabilizes blood sugar, preventing those disruptive nighttime awakenings. Berries are affordable. Frozen options often cost less than $3 a bag and are just as nutritious as fresh, and they're incredibly easy to incorporate into your evening routine. You can eat a small handful as a snack, mix them into a bowl of low-fat yogurt, or even blend them with a splash of almond milk for a calming smoothie. By cutting out sugary snacks before bed, you'll give your body the chance to relax naturally, helping you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer, so you can wake up refreshed, ready to tackle your day with energy, whether it's gardening, playing cards with friends, or simply enjoying a quiet moment with a loved one. Keep a bag of frozen berries in your freezer. They're a sweet, sleep-friendly treat that supports your rest and helps you live fuller, longer. Now, let's talk about high-fat dairy like whole milk, cream, or rich cheeses such as cheddar or brie, which you might enjoy as part of your evening routine. Perhaps a glass of milk before bed or a cheese plate while catching up on your favorite show. High-fat dairy is hard to digest, especially at night when your metabolism slows, leading to bloating, indigestion, or even acid reflux that can keep you awake with discomfort. It also contains tyrosine, an amino acid that stimulates brain activity, making it harder to relax and drift off. The Sleep Research Society found that consuming high-fat dairy within 2 hours of bedtime increases sleep latency, the time it takes to fall asleep, by 15% in seniors, delaying rest and leaving you tossing and turning. Even more concerning, poor sleep from this discomfort can elevate stress levels, increasing your risk of hypertension and heart disease, which could shorten your lifespan over time. I had a patient, Mr. John, who was 67 and drank a glass of whole milk every night before bed, a habit he'd had since childhood that reminded him of his mother's bedtime stories. But he'd feel bloated and restless, unable to fall asleep, waking up too tired to join his weekly chess club, a group that kept him mentally sharp and socially connected after his wife's passing. He worried his fatigue would lead to memory issues, a fear shared by many, like at the Healthy Food Cod, who valued brain health tips. Once he switched to a lighter alternative, his sleep improved. He was drifting off easily, waking up refreshed, and back to winning chess matches with his friends, feeling sharp and engaged. To avoid high-fat dairy's sleep-disrupting effects, opt for low-fat or non-fat alternatives like skim milk or Greek yogurt, which provide calcium to relax your muscles without the heavy fats that cause digestive issues. Almond milk is another great option. It's naturally low in fat, easy to digest, and often fortified with calcium and vitamin D, supporting both sleep and bone health. These alternatives are affordable. A carton of almond milk often costs less than $3 and easy to incorporate into your evening routine. You can sip a small glass of almond milk or enjoy a bowl of low-fat yogurt with a few berries as a bedtime snack. By cutting out high-fat dairy before bed, you'll reduce nighttime discomfort, helping you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer, so you can wake up refreshed, ready to tackle your day with energy. Whether it's attending a church service, playing with your grandchildren, or simply enjoying a quiet moment with a cup of tea. Keep a carton of almond milk in your fridge. It's a gentle, sleep-friendly option that helps you rest deeply and live fuller, longer, without the risks that poor sleep brings. The fifth and sneakiest sleep disruptor, a hearty dinner staple you might eat often, red meat like steak, burgers, or roast beef, which you might enjoy as a comforting meal to end your day, perhaps paired with mashed potatoes for a nostalgic family dinner feel. Red meat is high in protein and saturated fat, both of which are hard to digest, especially at night when your body's digestive processes slow down, causing your stomach to work overtime while you're trying to sleep, leading to bloating, discomfort, or even acid reflux that keeps you awake. It also contains tyrosine, an amino acid that stimulates brain activity, keeping you alert when you should be winding down for rest. On top of that, red meat's high iron content can increase alertness by boosting oxygen flow to your brain, further delaying sleep. A study from the Journal of Sleep Research shows that heavy meals like red meat eaten within 3 hours of bedtime increase wakefulness by 25% in seniors, leading to restless nights that leave you groggy and irritable the next day. Even more alarming, poor sleep from these heavy meals can elevate stress hormones like cortisol, increasing your risk of heart disease and strokes, conditions that could shorten your lifespan significantly. The American Heart Association notes that chronic sleep deprivation from such dietary habits raises cardiovascular mortality risk by 15% in seniors, a silent threat to your years. I saw this with Mrs. Ellen, a 72-year-old patient who loved her steak dinners, a tradition she'd shared with her husband for decades, often followed by storytelling with her grandchildren, a ritual that kept her connected to her family after his passing. But every night after eating steak, she'd lie awake, her stomach churning, unable to sleep, waking up too exhausted to join her church picnics, a weekly event that brought her joy and community. Especially important after At Renewed Life 88's call for support reminded her of the need for connection. She feared her fatigue would lead to a fall at the picnic, a risk she couldn't ignore after hearing about a friend's injury, and she worried her sleepless nights were taking a toll on her heart health, potentially cutting her time with her family short. Once she switched to lighter proteins for dinner, her sleep improved dramatically. She was drifting off by 9 p.m., sleeping through the night, and waking up refreshed, ready to socialize at her picnics with laughter and energy, feeling connected and secure. To avoid red meat's sleep-disrupting effects, opt for lighter, easier-to-digest proteins like fish, particularly salmon, which is rich in omega-3 fatty acids that reduce inflammation and promote relaxation by supporting serotonin production, a calming brain chemical that helps you sleep. Lentils are another excellent option. They are high in plant-based protein, low in fat, and packed with fiber, which aids digestion and stabilizes blood sugar, preventing nighttime awakenings. Both salmon and lentils are budget-friendly. Canned salmon often costs less than $3, and a bag of dried lentils is under $2, making them accessible for those on fixed incomes, like Thrifty Vibes requested. You can prepare a simple dinner by baking a salmon fillet with lemon and herbs or simmering lentils with garlic and spinach for a hearty, sleep-friendly meal. These options are not only gentle on your stomach, but also provide nutrients like magnesium and B vitamins, which support melatonin production, helping you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. By cutting out red meat at dinner, you'll give your body the chance to rest and repair overnight, reducing the risk of health issues that could steal your years, and helping you wake up refreshed, ready to tackle your day with energy, whether it's playing with your grandchildren, attending a community event, or simply enjoying a quiet moment with a loved one. Keep canned salmon or dried lentils in your pantry. They're affordable, easy to prepare, and a delicious way to support restful sleep, ensuring you're well-rested to live your fullest life with more years to cherish the moments that matter most. Here's an extra tip to help you sleep deeply without spending a fortune, because I know many of you, like at Thrifty Vibes, are on tight budgets. Try a sleep-soothing snack before bed. Mix a small handful of berries with low-fat yogurt and a sprinkle of chia seeds. This combination is rich in antioxidants, calcium, and omega-3s, calming your body and promoting rest. It's affordable and easy to prepare, helping you wake up refreshed for your day, whether it's gardening or spending time with loved ones. Let's wrap up with a final thought. Your sleep is worth protecting because it protects your years. Caffeine keeps you wired. Spicy foods cause heartburn. Sugary snacks disrupt your cycles. High-fat dairy bloats and red meat, a sneaky culprit, overworks your digestion. Swap for chamomile tea, mild veggies, berries, low-fat yogurt, and fish. Mrs. Ellen sleeps deeply now, enjoying her picnics. Your turn. What's your swap? You're part of our senior health family, and I'm so proud of you for taking this step to rest better and live longer.